does it mean to have the faith of a child? I like that. What does it mean? I'm saying it again, to have the faith of a child. And I think when I have faith sometimes for things and I'm wanting to believe God, I get complicated because I think, well, but what about this and what about that? And am I pleasing to God? Have I done anything that was wrong today that would make him disregard my prayer? Or have I felt ugly about some relations with people and with staff? When I think about my circumstances, I just think, yuck, 3 times, yuck, yuck, yuck. But if I'm to have the faith of a child, I'm going to have to leave it all down there. Because when I see my children, my grandchildren, my children growing up, they just had simple faith. They never came to the table and say, are we going to get to eat tonight? They always knew they would get to eat. They always knew that their mother would have something for them. And what does it mean to have the faith of a child? They always knew when they awakened in the morning, I would be there and my husband would be there and we would help them get ready for school. And so they knew, they had confidence in their parents that they would do what they needed for them. And they were right. We did. We did what was needed for our children. And I see Sarah and Reese doing what is needed for my grandchildren. And that is so wonderful. So when I have the faith of a child, I'm going to say, God, look at these circumstances. They look impossible. They look like they will never work. But I believed you for just simple things when I was growing up, and you did them. And so sometimes, I have really had a hard time believing for visas into some of these Muslim countries. They didn't come, it didn't look like I'd get to go. And, even to the last minute, I would have to, I believe God, I believe I'll get to go. And I said this about God. Sometimes you are so last minute. Sometimes why don't you just give it to me early? Why do I have to have last minute faith? But that's the faith of a child. The faith of a child doesn't believe that they're not going to get what they need. And I think God is encouraging us, encouraging me to have faith, simple faith in him, that he's big enough and he loves me enough and wants it to happen. So remember, we can have faith like a child in our Heavenly Father who loves us the most of all.